Hey, what's up, all? Got some more photos to share with you. Had a few clear days. Yeah, this is a clear day here. It's a nice example of a clear day. No chemtrails. Yeah, nice and clear. No chemtrails. Oh, chemtrails. No chemtrails. Chemtrails. No chemtrails. No chemtrails. Chemtrails. Okay, hey, I hate to be obnoxious, but anybody who is in denial about the man-made chemtrails and their existence, yeah, I can't help you. I mean, they're there. Don't argue that there's no such thing as chemtrails. You're looking at them. See, clear sky, chemtrails. Okay, I won't go any further with it. And don't write me saying they don't exist. I'll just block you. You gotta grow up and get beyond all that stuff. I mean, they're there. They're there. So you're either stupid or you're a liar. Okay, both conditions can be corrected. So you have no excuses. All right, chemtrails are real. It's what your sky's supposed to look like. That's man-made intervention. All right, let's move on. I got a ton of photographs here. I'm gonna kind of rifle through them. A couple other things. Um, I think chemtrails are related to Planet X in some way. Uh, so before we can even discuss Planet X, I mean, you have to first acknowledge the fact that chemtrails are real. Again, clear sky, chemtrails. Do we get it? Okay. Hopefully we can move on from this. Then beyond chemtrails and Planet X, let's go to the next level. Let's go to spirituality. Right? Yeah, spirituality. The things you can't see but are very well in existence. UFOs, which are not really UFOs. I believe UFOs are demonic / angelic entities. So there's no such thing as space aliens. I believe the 1/3 of the fallen angels will come and claim they're your space brothers / creators, and that will feed into an end time deception, a great delusion, as God refers to it, because those who loved a lie and received not the truth, I will send them a strong delusion. And believe me, when God sends you a strong delusion, you are delusional indeed. There's no way around it. So, here's the order of things. Chemtrails exist. Then let's move on to spirituality, the things of angels and demons. And then maybe we could put Planet X in that realm. Okay, maybe Planet X is a giant UFO planetoid mothership. I don't know. There's a lot of things beyond my little mind, okay? There's a whole spiritual realm. And if you can't get your head around that, that's not my problem. You need to pick up the book. It's called the King James Bible. Start at Genesis, finish at Revelation, and then we can have a dialogue. But if you can't get past that, if you can't get past your five senses, we can't really discuss things. We can't discuss the higher things of creation. Okay? So, one of the books I recommend is by Tom Horn and Chris Putman. It's called Exo Vaticana. Uh, Great book. I can't say I've gone through the whole thing, but let me read a quick page. It's 25. Chris and Tom went to Mount Graham in Arizona, which has one of the best telescopes in the world, particularly for viewing infrared. It's a German-built NASA, the Vatican-owned and funded infrared telescope for looking at Nibiru / Nemesis. This is on page 25. This is what the Vatican / Jesuit telescope operators are telling Mr. Horn, that's what they're looking for. Okay, these guys are not stupid. They speak 5 and 6 and 7 languages. Malachi Martin was one. You can accuse the Jesuits of a lot of things, but one thing you can't accuse them of is being uneducated or stupid. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars on this telescope, And here on page 25 of the book, they're looking for a Nibiru nemesis. Why has the Vatican Observatory allowed this caption to remain? Nibiru and Nemesis are hypothetical planets that supposedly return and orbit close to Earth after very long periods of time. They have been connected in modern myth with Planet X and most darkly with the destruction of the planets that some believe occurred during Great War between God and Lucifer when the powerful angel was cast down out of heaven. Are Rome and other world powers using Lucifer? And that's an acronym, interesting acronym for their telescopic device there. Are they using the Lucifer device to observe something the rest of us cannot see? Something they believe represents this ancient war, or worse, keeping an eye on an approaching end times angelic transportation device / UFO, something Father Malachi Martin hinted at. And unfortunately, Mr. Martin took a spill down a stairwell and died shortly after that Art Bell interview. But I digress. The latter theory is interesting in the light of demonic name of infrared device. Infrared telescopes can detect objects too cool or far away and faint to be observed in visible light, such as distant planets, some nebula, brown dwarf stars. Additionally, infrared radiation has longer wavelengths than visible light, which means it can pass through astronomical gas and dust without being scattered, etc., etc. Great book. I intend to finish it. I highly recommend you get a copy of it. Exo Vaticana. Anyway, let me get on with the business at hand here. Okay, again, clear sky, chemtrail. Yes, I'm obnoxious. My wife says I'm obnoxious. I agree. Okay, so yeah, anything's possible, right? All things are possible with God. Is it a possibility of an intelligently controlled planet that doesn't abide by scientific mechanics or whatever whatever they call it? What's that term? The celestial mechanics? Well, yeah, I mean, sure. So, if it operates outside the realm of celestial mechanics, I mean, sure, it could be one place one day and a different place the next day, or cloaked. Anything's possible, right? So, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, let me share some photos with you. Here you go. I mean, that's the sun sinking behind the trees. And we have this object behind the sun. And it's got some type of, I call them tiger stripes up here. I don't know. I mean, it appears in a matter of, a number of frames in a number of minutes, and then it's gone. So if it's some kind of a lens aberration, I don't know why it shows up and then it goes away. And the fact that it's behind the sun, okay, the sun has eclipsed this thing, makes it even more interesting. So, again, I'm going to rifle through these, more the same. And again, it looks like there's some kind of an atmosphere or ridging on this, or valleys. And it could be the lens anomaly from hell. I don't know, maybe the camera's possessed. But to have those features is pretty far out. I mean, look at this. Look at this thing now. It's, it's almost eroded or eaten into, or it looks like some kind of destruction. And now it's completely out from behind the sun. This is like a sepia filter I put on here. That's all I did. I mean, I saw just the contrast, the brightness, but other than that, they don't get touched. Nicely behind the trees here. I mean, look at the ridge. Look at the fine line on this thing. I mean, like I said, that's got to be the lens anomaly from hell, if that's what it is. Hey, I make no claims. I mean, this is what showed up on the camera when I got it home. There's again. Just saying. You see, there's a number of these statues around this. There's one outside the Vatican, and they've spent, I'm sure, no small dollars on it. But some people claim it's a representation of Planet X, Nibiru. But it almost, if you look at the structures, they almost look, I mean, they do look machine-like or UFO-ish, like a sphere within a sphere. So, you know, maybe they know something we don't. I don't know. There's a Star Wars rendition, which is somewhat similar. What was the other one in here? It's a different version of it, but yeah, they're popping up all over the world as sculptures, so I don't know what gives there. Well, here it is in Photoshop, so I just tried a few different filters on there. I think this is an inverse. Wanted to see, you know, the trees should be, you know, the lightness of the trees, you know, would be, if they were up in here, you know, it's halfway through the sphere here, then I could say, yeah, maybe there's something to the lens flare piece of it, but these ridges don't match what the trees did over here, so. All right, this is a different day. Sunset, and then we could see up here. You know, it's clearly behind the clouds. You got one band of cloud at the orange. It's pretty much the same thing. Some change there, so I don't, you know, the changes in the shadowing could imitate rotation. I don't know. I'm just saying, if it's a lens anomaly, it morphs and does its own thing over time. And now it's up here in the clouds. And we see the, you know, the two bands. I've seen this before. Where it shoots. And now it's all the way up in here. Clouds in front. And it's a fireball that I captured last week. I also have some other, they're like a two-forked, two-pronged fireball I captured on back-to-back days. Unfortunately, they're on another computer right now, and or they're on a different camera, so I need to port those over. I thought I had them here, but I don't. I'd like to share them with you, but don't have them right now. Maybe I'll do a quick couple-minute video when I get my hands on them, put them up there for you. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Like I said, either. Oh, and this is this was probably one of my favorite shots, even though it's pretty grainy, because this one did occur after sunset. I mean, the light was very low. There was nothing ambient to cause any lens flares. And again, you could see the two bands in there that, or the banding of the object that's been showing up. Go back to what was it? Yeah. So I mean, look at the. I mean, you almost get atmosphere. You know, this thing is almost looks like it's got some, you know, dusty atmosphere blowing off here on top. Looks like it's missing a big chunk in here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I got one crazy camera. If that's what it's doing, I just find it very difficult to believe. Again, if it is a planet, it behaves like no planet we ever heard of. But then again, the historical evidence and the Vatican Jesuit telescope folks believe that may very well be the case. And again, you can accuse them of a lot of things, but they ain't dummies. Maybe they know something we don't. So, anyway, that's that's all I got for now. Just wanted to let you know I'm an avid bass fisherman. Bass fishing season's kicking off, so I may not be doing as much photography as I've done the last couple months. I did find a great location, kind of out in the sticks. Takes a little longer to get through, but there's no obstructions at all. Just a totally clear view of the horizon. So it is my intention to get out there and do some photography, weather permitting, chemtrail permitting. Oh, did I mention that chemtrails are real? That's what a clear sky looks like. Okay, don't forget that. That's what a clear sky looks like. That's what chemtrails look like. Okay? So don't argue with me. Don't forget the pictures I just showed you. Get outside. Look up at the sky. Open your eyes. Open your mind. Open your heart. Jesus is coming. Over and out.